Hi, I'm Babblefish5. Welcome to episode 1 of the Hungry Hammock Hanger. The purpose of this show is to give you recipes to cook, show you how to dehydrate them and package them to take out in the field. You can find prepackaged meals already in stores. Kind of look like this. There are several brands that are out there. Nothing against these brands. However, there is somewhat limited choice that you have when you go to get these. Now this is spaghetti and meat sauce. It cost me about $6.10. The companies that make these, they're in it to make money and to make as much as they can, which means they charge you as much as they can for these. The problem I have with meals like this is that by the time it gets into this nice neat little package, it's been homogenized, generalized, sterilized, and any other kind of eyes that you can think, and by the time it gets here, it tastes, well, somewhat bland. Today, we're going to make spaghetti and meat sauce, but we're going to do it our way, and we're going to dehydrate it and package it. We're going to try to come as close to the packaging as we can, and we're still going to go with a 16-ounce serving size. Today is 1 small can of black chopped olives, 1 regular bottle of spaghetti sauce, 2 pounds of ground beef, and 1 16-ounce bag of spaghetti. Total cost is $9.98 US dollars. You want to take a large skillet, put a little olive oil in it to keep your meat from sticking, and then you want to brown your meat. Get a good brown. It'll take about 12, maybe 15 minutes to do. Take your time. Make sure you get everything cooked through very thoroughly. Your next step is to drain your meat into a colander. You're also going to want to wash it with some warm water. That helps to get the grease and the oils off the meat, which will make the meat dehydrate much, much better. It'll also prolong the shelf life of your spaghetti once you have it dehydrated and packed. Now hold on there. Before we go any further, we're about to bump up against one of our biggest rules about dehydrating your own food. And that would be the rule of no raw dairy products. Things like cream and raw eggs takes a lot more to dehydrate them and a lot more specialized equipment than what we typically are going to use at home to dehydrate food. So it's best not to do those. So if you're a fettuccine alfredo fan, stick with one of the small pre-dehydrated packages. So for your spaghetti and meat sauce that you would pack out, you would dehydrate yourself, you're going to need to stay with a tomato-based sauce. It's time to add the pasta sauce. I also like to add a few extra things in it because, well, this is my pasta and I like it this way. So a little bit of extra the chopped black olives. Then I also like a little bit of the extra Italian seasoning. And mix it together really, really well. Before cooking your pasta, take about 8 ounces and break it in half, neatly, without making a mess. Once your pasta's done, get it in and get mixed really well with your pasta sauce. Make sure to do a good thorough job on this and let it sit for a while so it soaks up some of the sauce. Now it's time to load the dehydrator. I'm actually using a Nesco 700 watt dehydrator for this. I'm putting 16 ounces by volume on each tray. That way, when I'm done dehydrating, I'll know that each tray is a single serving. You don't have to use the 16 ounces by volume. Put whatever you like on this. This is just to mimic the store-bought spaghettis that you get. You could also just as easily dehydrate this in your oven instead of a dehydrator. Because you're dehydrating meat, you'll need to set your dehydrator to 160 degrees. It takes between 10 and 12 hours before this is dehydrated all the way. After your spaghetti is dehydrated, it will look something like this. We're trying to duplicate what the store-bought brands would do, so we need to have something that mimics the Mylar. So, take a piece of heavy-duty aluminum foil, fold it in half, fold the sides up to form a pouch. Make sure that the pouch will fit inside your vacuum packing bag. Put your pasta inside the pouch and put the pouch inside your vacuum sealing bag. Then vacuum pack. Make sure to do a double seal so you have a really good seal. The better the seal, the longer this lasts. Alright, so let's rehydrate our meal, huh? When rehydrating, this is one of the techniques that I use most of all. I don't particularly like eating out of a plastic bag, so I usually take whatever meal I'm going to do and put it in here. Then, all I do is pour water into the meal, and I make sure I have about a ½ inch over the whole meal. And then, you just wait for your water to boil. And once your water comes to boil, all you really have to do is give it a quick stir and put your pot into a koozie. Get your koozie, put a lid on it, and then let that sit and wait for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, you have something that looks a bit like this. So there you have it. Complete meal. It's been dehydrated and packaged. The difference between this and this is $6.10. This, after packaging or including the packaging, cost me $2.72. That's over half the cost of what this is. And in here is spaghetti that I would actually want to eat because it's my recipe. Cooking and dehydrating your own meals for backpacking is easy. If you follow a few simple rules, apply some techniques, you can have a vast variety of meals to have out on the trail with you. A lot more than what you would get with the prepackaged foods that you buy in the store. And it's cheaper. So don't be afraid. Please join me for other episodes where we go into different meals to cook and different ways to rehydrate. If you like this video, please give me a positive rating. Your comments are always welcome. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the trail.